This might be really dramatic for some people, but to me, I'm catching this early on so it doesn't become worse than what it already is. For the past 2-3 days, I have been wasting away. I go to bed late, I wake up late, my day starts late, nothing really makes sense, I'm tired, I'm achy, I'm lacking any sort of creativity or any brain power. I can't bring myself to do work, but I can't bring myself to do anything. Each day feels like a filler day up until the point where I actually have to do something. And there are multiple reasons that I could blame for this fact. I've had exams for the past 3 weeks that have been taking up a lot of mental space. Before that, we had courseworks. Before that, we had a lot of revision to do. In terms of workload, there really hasn't been a break since end of January, start of February. Since then, it's been full throttle. That's nothing different. I'm also getting good sleep. I'm getting a good solid 8 to 10 hours every night. I'm eating well, I'm eating healthy. I still feel tired, I still feel achy, even though I really haven't done much movement. I haven't really exercised in a while. I haven't gone on a run in a while. That's just because I feel tired and groggy, and when I wake up, I'm like, oh, it hurts, it's gonna hurt more, I don't wanna do it. Or I shouldn't do it, I should wait until my body feels better again, and then I should go. The biggest issue and the biggest problem, I think, is that I'm just not letting my brain rest. And if you've clicked on this video, you're probably in a similar situation. Or maybe you just want to watch me yap about how to not waste your life. Genuinely, I do feel like it's an easy fix. It's just about having the discipline to implement that change. And if you are watching this video because you feel the same way and what I've just said resonates with you, you already have that awareness that this is a problem and that it should be something you want to change, which is step 1 already ticked off. And I hate to say it, but honestly, it really is the damn phone. In any sort of downtime I have, I will just take my phone out and start scrolling. Which has always been a thing, but it's gotten really bad recently. Really bad. I went through a good phase of about 2 years, maybe even 2.5 years, where I would not scroll as much, because before that, again, I was in a very similar situation. And over this past week, mainly these past 2-3 days, but really you could drag it back to about a week, I've seen those patterns start to come back, and I know that if I keep going down this route, I'm gonna end up in the exact same situation where I was literally just glued to my phone. And I don't want that. I really don't want that. The amount of hours we are spending scrolling and doom scrolling and not finding anything of value, just stimulating our brains, when we could be using that as time to work towards other things, our other interests, follow our other passions, or even just rest, but actually genuinely rest. When was the last time you just let your brain relax with no extra stimulants, no music, no films or videos or phone, just silence, and it's just you and your brain, and you're just letting it chill and not sleeping, you're not falling asleep. It needs downtime to process everything that's happened and reset. The brain has this network called the DMN, which stands for default mode network. What it does is when your brain is in a state of doing nothing, it can process all the memories and the emotions and ideas that you've been dealing with. So that's where some of the best ideas come from, because when you're letting it rest, it clears your mind and it's just a blank slate for you to go crazy on. But it only happens when you're resting, or you're just doing nothing without any external stimuli. But if from the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep, there is always some sort of stimuli, you're always either working or scrolling or listening or consuming something. Brain cannot rest, and therefore you're gonna be overwhelmed. So really the first step is just to let your brain chill. Just give it some time and just sit in a room for 5-10 minutes and just sit there and do nothing and be nothing. Just be bored. That's another thing. Remember as kids when we used to get bored, we'd just make something up? We would have so many ideas. We're so creative. My little cousins can never get bored, because whenever I'm seeing them, they're always moving on from one thing to another. If they get bored, they'll go jump on something else, or they'll make something else up and start playing this new game that they've just created in their heads. But now we don't even let ourselves be bored, because we always have access to something that will fill in our boredom. Being bored is good. Being bored is what brings you ideas and brings you clarity. It gives you that space to think. It's when your brain can reset and connect with what actually matters. There's so many people who I've spoken to who are like, oh, I don't like being bored because it's boring. That's the entire point. So that's probably step 2. That dopamine overload that we've been getting from life means that when we don't have that, life starts to feel boring. And to avoid that boredom, we fill it with more dopamine. And then with that, we have too much going on here because our brain can't process it all because we haven't given it the time to process and think and reset. And that takes up so much of our mental capacity. We feel tired and lazy and achy and groggy and we procrastinate and we get even more bored, and then we go into even more scrolling or even more consumption, more consuming. It has genuinely been like 3 days since I've been like this, but that is 3 days too many. If I want to rest, I should properly rest and not just sit on my phone all day and call that resting. We're not lazy. Our brains aren't lazy. They're just overwhelmed. We don't need any more like productivity hacks or some crazy new technique to make us stop procrastinating. We just need less noise, real rest, and that's where the clarity will come from. And then we can get that creativity, that spark, that energy back. So actionable steps. How are we going to fix this problem? I've been sleeping past 12 every day for the past couple days, weeks even. Time currently is 20 past 11, so it's still kind of late, but it's not past 12 yet. We're going to sleep early. We're going to wake up early. We're not going to go on our phone. Instead, we're going to go outside and we'll get some light. The weather's been incredible here in London. In a way, you're watching it from anywhere in the world, but if you can just step outside for a bit in the day, in the early morning, do it. But then you're going to get some movement, exercise, run, something to like actually get our blood pumping, get some more energy. I noticed that even if I woke up tired and I went on a run and it was a tiring run, whenever I came back, I'd always feel fresh and feel energized. We're going to spend way less time on our phones, only scroll if we need to. And if we have to do it, if we're really craving, watch one scroll, set a limit and be strict with that limit. If you want to scroll for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, okay. As soon as that 10 minutes is up, you put the phone down and you go do something else. And I think what we'll realize is that we actually have so many hours in the day to get stuff done that we've been putting off. You could finally clean your room that's been a mess for so long, iron your clothes, sell some things maybe, try cooking a new recipe, read a book, finish your book that you've been reading, get some extra hours of revision in, get some work in, start that side hustle, start that business. All because we're not putting all of our energy into this, but we're putting it everywhere else. And when we need to rest, we will rest. We will not have anything else happening around us. Just sit in silence and let our brain rest and recover and reset so that we can go again with new ideas and a new sense of clarity and a new peace of mind and no brain fog and no overwhelming feeling of If you are feeling like how I am feeling currently, good, because now we know exactly what to do to get rid of this feeling and make ourselves feel better. Hope this helped. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna now go to bed without the phone, without music, without any external stimuli. It's just me and my brain. Ain't that right, brain? Thanks for watching. If you have been feeling like this, let me know why in the comments. If you've ever felt like this before, let me know what you've done to get out of this rut. Vlog will be out soon, probably. I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but like there's gonna be videos somewhere, everywhere, a couple days on my channel. So subscribe if you want to see more of me. Because why would you not want to? And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.